What's up, guys? Project here, bringing you guys a quick video for the next week coming up, where I plan on taking my calls, puts at, and instead of just looking at one stock like SPY, we're actually gonna look at Apple, Tesla, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta. So I'm gonna do it as fast as I could. I already pre-charted, so I already know what I'm looking at. But for you guys, so I cleared a fresh sheet. This is a fresh sheet. This is last week. I built it a lot on it, and honestly, I've been building on it for a while. But I created a fresh tab for just to keep it simple. KISS, keep it super simple. I'm gonna keep it real simple, and guys, let's get right into it. So this is the S&P 500. This is something that I'm gonna be trading intentionally. But if I see better setups on other stocks, I will hop on those. But all I'm looking at is if you connect the wicks, all of the wicks going up, and all this means is it's higher highs or higher lows. So if you connect the higher lows, you can see that we have an uptrend. We've been in this uptrend for quite a long time on the macro. Macro meaning a big time frame, larger time frame, larger scale. That's all macro means. And so on the macro, you can see that we have this uptrend that we're approaching. I would love to take puts below this trend, this downtrend break, especially below 403.24, which is the level that I plan on taking my puts at. Reason being, come on, guys, it's real simple. If we break this uptrend break down to the downside, that's downwards momentum. I plan on taking puts below this break due to this simple support and resistance or supply and demand zones that I found on my own. And those are just the levels that I created. So that's real simple where I plan on taking my puts at. Calls. Now, there's two things as far as the calls go. So same thing as far as the upside goes. Look at this. If you connect the highest wick to the next couple of days wicks, indicating lower highs, you can see that this is what I'd be waiting for a real confirmation of some calls to the upside. For some calls, a nice break of this trend right here. I really don't think we're gonna get that, but if we do, that's where I plan on taking my calls at. I potentially plan on even taking riskier calls. So that's the first level of calls where I feel more confident in taking calls at. But the riskier calls that I plan on taking calls at is 410. Now this is just a level that I found myself that I charted, and so that's where I plan on taking calls for some risky calls to the upside. But more confidently, I would take calls on the break of this trend right here. And guys, it's real simple. Like I said again, if we break this trend of the lower highs, come on. I'm taking calls right to the upside. It's just that simple. There's no reason to overcomplicate it or get analysis paralysis and not take your positions. And next thing you know, you end up chasing, and then you get fucked. So we're not gonna do that. So that's SPY. That's what I'm watching for this week on SPY. Now let's look at Apple. Apple honestly has the same practical setup. Same thing. It's uptrending. Connect all the wicks. It's an uptrend. Same thing. Connect all the wicks to the down. A little bit of a formation pattern that we're in, and I'm just watching that. That's all I'm watching. It's real simple. I'm looking at that, and I'm going to be watching for a break on Apple. Just a nice break to the upside, 151.90. Continuation for this pattern break, and just continue on up to the upside. I do have other levels for Apple, but I'm going to be using this one that I created. It's real simple, real easy. And let's look at the next mover, which is Microsoft. Microsoft is in some, it's creating some type of slanted head and shoulders. And I forgot to really talk about Apple. So Apple, I'm really just watching the same type of setup as far as SPY. And I'm indicating more of a downwards week. So I'm waiting for more of a downwards action. So if Apple can continue on down, I expect SPY to break those levels that we just talked about. Same thing with Microsoft. It's creating that potential head and shoulders break. Potential head and shoulders. It's creating the right shoulder right now. So, come on, a potential little bit of an upside and then continuation back to the down. That would be pretty nice. So that's SPY, Apple, Microsoft. Now we're going to be looking at Amazon, which Amazon, We have oh wow, we have a Head and Shoulders on Amazon too that already just happened. Same thing with Tesla already too. So looks like Amazon and Tesla kind of had their same type of play. And I'll show you Tesla in a second, but you can see the shoulder, big head way up there, and then a little bit of a slanted downwards shoulder downtrend with a nice break to the downside. So I am expecting more of a downwards momentum. So I would like for Amazon to continue on down, but let's look at Google now. So Google has been taking hits. And honestly, I am going to be waiting for them to continue on down. I mean, look at this. They're already breaking this pattern or this pennant. So Google, I'm expecting more of a downwards motion, break below 94, potentially even break Thursday's lows. So Google, I'm expecting more of a downwards motion too as well, which I would really love, which would bring on app or SPY down too. So Tesla too. Tesla, same thing with Amazon. Tesla and Amazon had practically the same type of pattern. A little bit of an ugly one on at Tesla, but it was still there. I even played it on Friday. But Tesla has a Head and Shoulders, and I do expect a continuation on down. So I'm just expecting a downwards motion into the market, which is why I potentially plan, or I intentionally plan on trading SPY puts. So what do I expect for tomorrow? I mean, I do expect us to at least continue on up just a little bit to the upside. I don't expect us to break above this trend, but I do ultimately want to play puts below. So I'm gonna let us breathe tomorrow a little bit, maybe get some upwards exposure, maybe try to touch some certain areas, and then continue on back down. So anyways, guys, let me know if you guys have any tickers you guys want me to check out. It's pretty much I'm just looking at all the SPY movers, and I'm going to be trading SPY for next week and being safe. So guys, let's be safe next week. We have a little bit of FOMC speeches on Tuesday and I believe Thursday. So I'm not going to trade too much on those days. I might even be careful Monday because we never know what's going to happen. Monday, first day of the week, there might not be anybody there. Then next thing you know, you get a random pump of 500,000 shares into the market, and then you just want to be careful, to be honest. So we're going to play it safe. We're going to be real careful, maybe buy 1 to 2 contracts each. And we're not going to get faked out or chase any plays. We're really just going to wait for the market to do its thing. And that's how we'll go off of what we're going to do. So anyways, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope this video helps you guys at least get a little bit of a perspective on the market. And maybe you can add your own perspective and then see which one plays out. But anyways, guys, catch you guys on Monday and let's get it.